Welcome back to the deep dive, everybody. Today we're switching things up a bit.
Ooh, intriguing.
Yeah, so instead of a whole stack of research and stuff,
Right.
we're going to focus on one single image
Interesting.
and see what we can uncover, just from this one description. It's like a Christmas scene, but it's described. And
Oh,
we're going to try to decipher it.
I love that.
It's like a secret code of Christmas feels.
Yeah,
So are you ready to dive in?
absolutely. I'm always up for a challenge, and
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really interesting to see
Yeah.
how much we can actually pull out
Yeah.
from just a description,
Right, like one image and just the words.
Right.
Can we get the whole feeling of Christmas from that?
Yeah, and it's funny because a single image can evoke such a powerful emotional response.
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes more so than like a whole movie or a book.
Yeah?
It's like a
Interesting.
direct line to your heart,
Yes, true.
the heartstrings.
So we've got this description, and let me just set it up for everybody.
Okay.
It's a mother and a daughter, and they're crafting together.
Okay.
And they're surrounded by all this holiday stuff, right?
Got it.
Red and green paper and glitter,
Okay.
ribbons, the whole
Yeah, the whole shebang.
the whole Christmas shebang. And they're both smiling.
Ah.
They've got festive sweaters on.
Right.
And in the background, there's like a twinkling Christmas tree and stockings hung up
Right.
by the fireplace with care and, all those warm lights.
Okay, so picture perfect Christmas.
It is totally picture perfect Christmas.
Yes.
But I think there's got to be more to it, right?
Right, there's got to be a deeper story.
What's the deeper story here? What jumps out at you?
Well, I'll tell you, the crafting table immediately caught my eye.
Really?
I think it's significant, yeah.
Interesting.
It's not just like a random background,
Yeah.
It's like a statement,
Oh.
It's about creativity and togetherness. Oh, wow.
And family traditions.
Yeah.
And passing those down through the generations.
Yeah.
They're saying, this is what Christmas is really about.
Oh, so you're saying the table itself is telling us a story?
I think so.
Yeah. Wow, I never thought of it like that.
That's really cool.
It's like a visual cue,
Yeah, that's true.
It sets the tone for the whole image.
Well, and speaking of, setting the tone,
Right.
you can't miss that color palette.
No, absolutely not.
It's like Christmas threw up.
Yeah, it's very traditional Christmas.
Red and green everywhere.
Yeah.
And they even mentioned, colorful crafts.
Oh, I see.
So it's like they're using color as this secret language
I think you're right.
to tap into our Christmas brains.
It's tapping into those associations we have.
Exactly.
You see red, you think warmth, excitement.
Yeah.
You see green, you think peace, tradition,
Wow, so it's like Christmas psychology.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're hitting all the right buttons in our brains.
So it's not just about decoration, it's like strategic
Totally.
Christmas decoration.
It's all very intentional.
Okay, so this is already blowing my mind.
Right.
But it gets even weirder.
Okay.
More interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so the description mentions this very specific style.
Oh, yeah.
It's like refined digital airbrush realistic illustration.
Okay.
So they're not going for a photorealistic look.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like a photograph.
That's interesting.
So what do you think the artist is trying to achieve with that?
Well, I think choosing illustration over photography has a whole other layer to it.
Okay.
It's like they're crafting, no pun intended,
Right.
an idealized version of Christmas,
Oh.
like a dreamlike vision.
Interesting.
It's not just capturing reality, it's elevating it.
So is it too perfect?
Ah, that's a good question.
Does it make it feel less authentic?
It's funny you should mention that because airbrushing can sometimes create a sense of hyper reality,
Yeah.
which can make things feel less genuine.
Right.
But in this case, I think it actually enhances the emotion.
Oh, okay.
Think about how we remember, cherished childhood memories.
Ooh.
They're often kind of blurred at the edges.
Yeah, you don't remember all the details.
Exactly, but the feeling,
The feeling's there.
the feeling remains strong.
Yeah.
And I think airbrushing mimics that soft focus of memory, creating a sense of warmth and nostalgia.
Oh, wow. So it's like they're recreating the feeling of a Christmas memory.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
So we've got the setting, we've got the colors, we've got the art style.
the whole package.
It's like they've engineered this image to hit all our emotional buttons.
I think you're spot on.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And they're not even done yet because we haven't even talked about the symbolism.
Oh, that's right. Good point. Right.
Yeah, we can't forget about the symbolism.
Like you got the Christmas tree, right? What
Right.
does that represent?
Life and hope,
Oh, yeah, new beginnings.
Renewal, new beginnings.
Okay, and then you've got the stockings.
The stockings, yeah.
What are those all about?
Well, traditionally, they're connected to generosity and giving,
Yeah.
Santa Claus filling him with gifts and such.
That's true, yeah.
So there's that element of, like, kindness and sharing.
Right. Okay.
And then the lights, of course.
yeah, the lights.
Those symbolize joy and celebration.
Yeah. Warmth.
Warmth and togetherness.
Yeah, exactly.
So, each element adds another layer of meaning to the whole scene.
It's true. It's like the tree is symbolic of the potential of the crafts. Like each creation is like a seed of joy
I love that. That's beautiful.
that they're planting for the holidays.
Yeah, and it's all about the process, too, right? The act of creating together
Yeah, exactly.
builds those bonds and creates those memories.
It's not even about the end result. It's about
Exactly.
the doing of it.
It's about the journey.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what this image captures so well.
That's so cool.
It's that feeling of warmth, joy, and family connection.
Right, and you really get all that from just this one image.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for joining us on this visual deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
Who knew we could unpack so much from just one image?
I know, right? It just goes to show the power of imagery and detail.
For sure.
And you know what? I'm going to leave our listeners with a final thought.
Okay.
Imagine this scene as just one frame in a much larger story.
Okay.
What might have happened before this image?
Yeah.
And what might happen after?
Oh, that's interesting.
What details would you add to expand the narrative?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, something to think about.
I like it. Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening.
Happy holidays!
Right, y'all.